Okay, now all I need is for the photo to develop. Just wave it around. There we go. Look, baby. See the koala in the trees? And how the light shines right through the branches just perfectly. Oh yeah, it's totally cute. And it will most definitely go in that little scrapbook you gave me for my birthday. Here, can you put it in the backpack? Yeah, next to all the other ones. No, that's not a lot of photos. It's maybe 20, 25 now? I don't know. Maybe that is a lot of photos. I'm so glad that you asked me out on this date today. It's just, the weather is so perfect. The sky is so blue. And, well, the zoo isn't that crowded. It's a little, but we can still maneuver through all the people with no problem. And it seems like most of, if not all of the animals are out today. Maybe they just want to enjoy the sun just as much as we do. Huh? Yeah, I know. My endurance for walking isn't as much as it used to be. That's why I asked for us to just kind of lean back against the koala exhibit for a little bit. Oh, I have an idea. Here, come close to me. Closer. No, don't go farther away. Stop being so silly. Why? Because I want to take our picture. All I know? Well, there's this little mirror I attached to my camera. Polaroids don't usually have them, but I found a way to get a reflection. That way I know what I'm shooting. Well, thank you, baby. I'd like to think that I'm a little smart, too. Okay. Look right over here at the lens. Say cheese. I didn't tell you to kiss me on the cheek. No, I didn't say you couldn't either. I just wasn't expecting it. Okay, let's let the film develop. You look so cute. Yeah. Oh yeah. Another one for the books, for sure. Here. Can you also please give me the box that has all of the new film? I think I need to put in the next set. Thank you. You know, I really, really love this camera. Ever since you gave it to me, I've been taking photos non-stop. I really missed being a photographer, even though it's just being an amateur. It makes things so much more fun, and I get to be creative in how I take the shots. Well, yeah, not every photo is going to be perfect or just like I imagined it would be. But that doesn't mean I still don't like it. They're unique. And even they get messed up a little bit, that's okay. They're still my photos, and I still love them. I know, I sound like a mom right now. It's silly though. Today is so beautiful. I know I said it already, but wow. This just, it feels like the perfect day. Spending time with you, the love of my life, taking photos and checking out adorable and crazy looking animals at the zoo. I love it. This is one of the best dates I've ever had. Yes, all of the best dates I've ever had was with you. Don't you worry. How many? Let's see. I wrap these things in groups of 10, so it'd be... Hold on, let me count. It's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I have 90 of the ones that have the white border, and 100... I have 120 of the colored borders. What? What? Don't give me that look. You know I like photography. It's not that many. Okay, that's a lot of frames, I know, but I mean, I can't help it. First off, you were the one who gave me this camera, so technically it's your fault that I got so obsessed. And I have so many frames. But, I mean, come on. It's kind of old school fun. Take a photo, it comes out from the ends or the sides, and you have to shake it a little bit so that the image develops. It's so neat. I remember when my mom had one of the more old originals, I guess you could say, where you actually had to keep the photo in a dark room or in a dark spot and leave it there for maybe a minute or two. I was like 4 or 5 when that happened, and I would get the black parts smeared all over me because I didn't know how to take care of the image. No, well, she kept some of them, but the ones that were a little too smudged we threw away. Because my mom hides them. That's why you haven't seen those yet. Or maybe she threw them away eventually. I'm not sure. I haven't asked. You know what? I'll ask later. I'll definitely do that. Because now I'm curious, I don't know. Why? Why do we take so many photos? Well, like I said, one, because it's so much fun. I get to be creative, play with the lighting, take the photos. I love hearing the click of the camera. I'm so old school. And, well, because it preserves memories. They say that you take photos of things that you treasure the most, that you never want to get rid of. Well, I wouldn't know what taking selfies would represent. Maybe I don't want to lose how I look or who I am as a person. Maybe. Oh, maybe the memories of how I got to where I am. That's very possible. I never said you weren't smart, baby. I always knew you were smart. It's one of the reasons why I love you so much. Why preserve memories? Well, why not? We may be somewhat young and our memories might be good now, but that's not always going to happen. It's always nice to have something like this, like an actual physical photo to look back on and remember the times that we did things like this. Go on zoo dates or spend time at home just being lazy, trying to cook things. Oh, one of my favorites, when we were at the park and somehow you got your shoe lost. Oh, right. Yeah, you took them off and a goose stole it and was running around. That was so funny. I took the perfect photo of that too. You were chasing the goose and it was just running away with the shoe in its beak. It was so funny. Okay. We no longer talk about that. But still, it was cute. And I will never, ever want to forget that. That's why I take so many photos, especially of you and of me and all of the things that we do. Up to this point, my photo album is filled with at least 90% of you and me and where we've gone. I never want to forget all the moments that we have together. All the good, all the bad, any ugly, if there are any ugly. Okay, yeah, we haven't had any ugly days, but who knows? Maybe we'll have some in the future. It's not like I'll have a problem with it, though. It's you and me. I'm not worried. I'm glad you're not worried either. But yeah, I want to make sure I have enough film for any and every single moment that we spend together. I know that it might be a little bit of money, but it's totally worth it. I know that we can take photos on our phones and... Oh, look at that. The airplane's flying so low. Wait, let me get a shot of it. Hold on. That's so cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. We can take photos on our phones, and while that's great and all, because electronics and memories and, well, electronic memory folder case, whatever it is, it's not the same. It's not the same to me as holding a physical copy of a memory. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it just feels different. I think that's it. You feel the photo, and somehow, for me at least, I feel the memory through holding the photo. I don't know why that sounds probably very, very strange, but to me it kind of makes sense. I mean, you're holding a physical copy of a memory. You've written down the date, title of what happened, and maybe a little note on the back. That way, not only do you have the image itself, but some words to help you truly remember what happened. That's why I love photos so much, especially physical ones like this. You can always remember these by looking at them through a scrapbook or a little album where you just slide them into those little plastic pockets. It doesn't matter. As long as you have it, you can stare at it as long as you want. I know, I'm a little rambly when it comes to photography and memories and photos, but I can't help it. I like physical copies more than I like electronic copies in terms of photos, because one accidental click and they'll be gone forever. It's kind of sad. But these physical copies, you stare at them as long as you want, you take care of them, they won't go bad. Unless, of course, you throw them in a fire and burn them for some reason. Besides, like I said, I want to make as many memories with you as I possibly can, so I can keep them physically in these photos close to my heart. I told you, I have a mini album of all the photos that we've taken so far. I need to actually upgrade and get a bigger one soon. With all these photos, it's going to fill up within at least a week, or at the very most a week. Yep, I'm just that crazy. But you love me all the same, don't you? I'm glad you do. And I love you too, more than anything. Okay, well, that's tough, because I love taking photos. I'm kidding. Of course I love you more than photography. If I had to take a day where there was no photos and I would spend it with you, then I would happily spend it with you. Well, I know you'd never force me to do that. I'm just saying, if that was something that had to happen, then I would do it without hesitation. I know. I'm glad you appreciate my hobby and you don't mind that I have it so much and take so many photos. Sometimes I worry that I'm doing it too much and it'll bother you, but I'm glad it doesn't. It might bother other people, but I don't really care. As long as you don't mind, then who cares what other people think? I love you too. Hey, do you hear that? Yes, it's the sound of a beautiful, beautiful bird. I think the aviary exhibit's right. It's right over there. Can we go and check that out next? Yes. I love you, baby. Come on. Let's hurry up and check it out.